right, I'm gonna do a quick water information session for drinking cleaner, drinking more pure water, and you guys gotta know, look what happens after you use it. We use just tap water from the city of Kenosha. Even with this purified filter, which only filters out 95 to 99%, you still have a percent of junk in there. Plus it's not gonna get all the chlorine and fluoride out. Why? Because look, after distilling a batch of water, look what's left over in the bottom here. We have tons of particles and debris. This thing used to be clean. I mean, look at that. You even got stuff floating around, some of the residue. But hey, after you're done distilling, you've got perfectly clear water. And it's really good for detox. You can drink this up to 2 weeks, no problem. Some people have drinking up to 4 years without having a problem because they eat a well-balanced diet. Or you can mineralize it yourself after you distill it. Cut up a lemon, put it right here on the squeeze press, and then you can add cheap ways of potassium. You can use cream of tartar that has tons of potassium, tons of magnesium, and you can put some magnesium in the water, about a tablespoon of each, and then some Himalayan salt to get all your other essential minerals and salts. Just take a little 1/8 teaspoon of that, and that's what I did with that, the lemon water. I've been drinking this for a month now, and it's really helped me stay away from the whole coffee and caffeinated beverages all day long, because you don't want that stuff to affect your kidneys, and this is a good way to detox. So to do the distillation process, and then you're gonna put the lid on. Now there is a filter to change in here every couple months. See how that filter sits in there? You would get some replacement filters like this from Nutri-Team. They're pretty good, affordable. Or you can make your own. Just buy a little mesh bag and some activated charcoal, just like this. And you can put it right in that mesh bag and put it in there. Obviously you don't want the fine grade, you want the chunkier stuff, so make sure it's chunky. That's how you do distilled water. Totally recommend that kind of water with the way our water systems are going. Chlorine is toxic to the body, and fluoride is a myth. It was never meant for human consumption. And instead, what I do with the remains of the water, I give it to the plants, and the plants are doing great. I'm serious. Been feeding this plant all that excess junk. Plants actually know how to digest that kind of matter. We don't. It just builds up and stops us from absorbing the proper vitamins and nutrients from our food, because our body's energy has to then attack and deal with the harmful effects of having negatively charged oxidation factors in our body, and we want antioxidant factors, not these crazy metals and things in our water. So hope you enjoy. These things are really cheap, affordable, $75. You never have to buy bottled water again. You can run it. It takes maybe an hour to get a gallon, hour or two, especially if you put in hot water. It's the best way. Put in hot water so that this little machine doesn't have to spend that extra time warming up and getting it to a boil. But once it gets it to a boil, you know, that humidity will condensate and it'll come right out of the spout. Pure 100% water. The parts per million are ridiculous. If you take a meter, let me grab one of those. You can even test things out. There's a little TDS meter that will work excellent. So, TDS meter, you can experiment it with yourself. Basically turn this on, put it in the water before the distillation process, and then you can put it in afterwards.